Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about Dragonquest, not the video game, the book by McCaffrey, which is the second book in the Dragonriders of Pern series. And yeah, this one was okay. Like, it wasn't exactly bad, you know. It just wasn't that interesting, and the characters aren't exactly memorable. So I'm gonna delve into spoilers a bit for this video. So, first I'm gonna talk about what I liked about this book. I like the fire lizards and all the different like descriptions given to them. I like the duel between Falal and that other guy I can't remember. I like I really like the world building and how they're like a medieval society, but they also kind of have like a little bit more modern technology in some places, like telescopes and stuff like that. I think that's really neat. Um, but there's also some things about this book I didn't like that much. So the first thing I didn't really like is it felt very long-winded, which is very strange because it's only a 300-page book and I read it over the course of a week. However, there's so much like words for so little that happens. I'm not that big a fan of Anne McCaffrey's writing style. Now that's different from saying like I'm not saying she's not a good writer. I'm just saying the way she styles the book, I'm not the biggest fan of. Um, so maybe this is a little bit unfair because the last fantasy series I read was Lord of the Rings, and that had such like beautiful prose, and this one is a lot more, I guess, mechanical, you know, but also very rambly. Like, she goes on and on and on about a bunch of shit I don't care about. But, maybe that's a me problem. Maybe I should be caring about it. I'm also not that big of a fan of the characters, and me being the character reader that I am, I think that's a major flaw for me. They're just they're just very bland and kind of cardboard cutouts. Not to the extent of Chris Chibnall's characters, who literally don't have personalities. These guys have personalities, but they're very, like, one note. And I find that the heroes in this, especially the male heroes, are very, like, unlikable. Like, are we supposed to like these guys? Um, because they're not written like gray characters, like A Song of Ice and Fire. I feel like they're written like, oh, I just like slapping around these women, and I love forcing them to have sex with me. It just comes off as very rapey to me. Um, I don't know. The Fanor Falal brothers have some explaining to do. Also, then we have the female characters who aren't as like, they don't make me uncomfortable like that. They're just very bland. Um, and which is weird though, because you think like coming from a female author, you'd think, especially then, that the female characters would have much more personality, but they kind of just exist to serve the plot, in my opinion. Um, like they're not exactly like explored much, besides what they literally have to do for the plot. I don't know if you guys understand that, like if I'm making that clear or not. Also, every sex scene in this book is so awkward. Like I know it's hard to write a sex scene. It must be, but I don't know. It just comes off as very like just weird and uncomfortable. But overall, I try to stay positive on this channel. I don't want to turn into one of those angry rant channels. So another positive I have, I do like kind of the political stuff that happens, even if the way it's written is not the most engaging. I do like that. There's like some political stuff. Not as good as Song of Ice and Fire, but I don't think anything could be as good as that. So yeah, I didn't hate this book. I know I'm kind of sound complaining in this video, but I really didn't hate this book. It's just not one of my favorites this year. I'm gonna give it a B minus. Let me know what you guys thought of it. down in the comments below. And I'm not gonna go into the White Dragon because I'm trying to do these in publication order. I don't know how many of these I'm gonna go before I just kind of give up on the series. But I already own Dragon Song, so I might as well read that one. Don't expect that video until like mid-November though, because I am getting back into the Sherlock Holmes series. I'm reading like the last few of his short stories in the casebook of Sherlock Holmes, so expect those videos within like the next 2 weeks. Also, I'm reviewing the finale of Doctor Who, Jodie Whittaker's era. I haven't seen it yet because I am in America, so there's like that big 6 hour time gap where I have to stay off the internet after every hour, every episode. So, hopefully it's not complete dog shit, but we'll get to that when I get to that. So, thank you everybody so much for watching, and until next time, peace.